I Paresh Kumar from Golden Public School once again welcome you in the next video. Let's continue the chapter. I tried to sound severe. Now I really mean this. If you don't cut his food right down and give him more exercise, he is going to be really ill. You must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. Here narrator Mr. Harriet told Mrs. Famfrey that the condition of the dog is very bad. If she doesn't take it seriously, then the condition will be worsened. Mrs. Famfrey wrung her hand. Oh, I will, Mr. Harrier. I'm sure you are right, but it is so difficult, so very difficult. She set off, her head down, along the road, as if determined to put the new regime into practice immediately. I watched their progress with growing concern. Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat. He had a whole wardrobe of these coats for the cold weather and a raincoat for the wet days. He struggled on, dropping in his harness. I thought it would not be long before I heard from Mrs. Famfrey. Let's go for the word meaning. Wrung, an act of squeezing and twisting something. Regime, rules regarding food particularly. Tottering along, moving in a feeble or unsteady way. Tweed, a rough surfaced woolen clothes. Wardrobe, a cupboard. Harness, leather strap. Distance. Now see the explanation. The narrator tries to talk seriously to Mrs. Famfrey that if she does not control Tricky's eating habits and increase his exercise, he will soon fall ill. He tells her that she should stay strong and strict with him and put him on a diet. Mrs. Famfrey accepts that although she knows that Mr. Harriet is right, but it is too difficult for her to refuse him for anything. But she is now ready to follow the new routine properly. Mr. Harriet noticed that Tricky is walking steadily. The narrator also looks at the tweed coat that Tricky is wearing. He has a wardrobe full of these coats and also raincoat for the rainy days. The narrator knows that soon he will be receiving a call about Tricky falling ill. Children, narrator tried to tell the condition of the dog to Mrs. Famfrey and to make her understand. Now let's start passage from 11 to 14. The expected call came within a few days. Just we have read before, the doctor or Mr. Harriet was sure that he will receive a call. It happened. The expected call came within a few days. Mrs. Famfrey was distraught. Tricky would eat nothing, refused even his favorite dishes. and besides, he had bouts of vomiting. He spends all his time laying on a rug, panting, did not want to go for walk, did not want to do anything. I had made my plans in advance. The only way was to get Tricky out for the house for a period. I suggested that he to be hospitalized for about a fortnight to be kept under observation. The poor lady almost swooned. She was sure he would pine and die if he did not see her every day. But I took a firm line. Tricky was very ill, and this was the only way to save him. In fact, I thought it best to take him without delay, and followed by Mrs. Famfrey's wailings, I marched out to the car carrying the little dog wrapped in a blanket. Here is the word meaning from the passage. Distraught means upset, bots, fits, snort, fainted, wailings, mournings. Marched out means walked quickly. Let's see the explanation of the passage. As we have read before, doctor was expecting the call. The call comes. Mrs. Famfrey is very upset as Tricky is not eating anything, not even his favorite dishes, and is vomiting frequently. He does not even want to do anything. Being a veterinary doctor, the narrator knows that the only way to get Tricky well is to get him out of the house for a few days. He suggested to Mrs. Famfrey that it will be better to get Tricky hospitalized and keep him under observation for 15 days. Upon hearing this, Mrs. Famfrey nearly faints. She is sure that if Tricky does not see her every day, he will surely die. But the narrator keeps his words. He tells her that this is the only way to save Tricky's life. The narrator thinks it will be best to avoid any delay. He goes to their house, and even though Mrs. Famfrey does not want her dog to go away from her, but the narrator took the dog, wrapped it in a blanket, and put him in the car. Dear students, now let's read the passages 15 and 16. The entire staff was roused and maids rushed in and out, bringing his daybed. Dear students, as we read before, Mr. Harriet came to take the dog with him. Then the maids were woken up and were asked to bring all the stuffs of the dog. So it is given, the entire staff was roused and maid rushed in and out, bringing his daybed, his nightbed, favorite cushions, toys, and rubber rings, breakfast bowls, lunch bowl, supper bowl. Realizing that my car would never hold all the stuff, I started to drive away. As I moved off, Mrs. Famfrey, with a despairing cry, threw an armful of the little coats through the window. I looked in the mirror before I turned the corner of the drive. Everybody was in tears. Out on the road, I glanced down at the pathetic little animal gasping on the seat by my side. I patted the head and Tricky made a brave effort to wag his tail. Poor old lad, I said, you haven't a kick in you, but I think I know a cure for you. Dear students, let's see the word meaning from the passage. Rose stood up, pathetic, pitiful. Gasping means struggling for breath with the mouth open. Patted, breathing with difficulty. Distant, let's see the explanation of the passage. Distance, as we have read, Doctor came or Miss Harriet came to take the dog with him. So the maids are then woken up and asked to get out of all the Tricky stuff. His stuff includes things like his day bag, night bag, favorite cushions, toys, rubber rings, breakfast bowl, lunch bowl, and his snack bowl. Mr. Harriet knows that so much stuff will not fit in his car, so he starts rushing things. As the doctor is leaving with Tricky, Mrs. Pumphrey throws a load of coats in the car. As the narrator turns the car on the turn, he sees through the rear mirror that everyone is crying. He pets the little helpless animal who responds by wagging his tail. The narrator is sure that he has a way to get him better. Dear students, thus explanation from passage number 1 to 16 ends here. For the explanation of the remaining passage of the chapter, you are to watch the next video, which I will upload on Friday. Thank you.